Welcome to Monday Night Football, where Soccer Town USA comes to you. But after last week, I don't know if Soccer Town USA will be coming to you soon. You
didn't have to go like complete Debbie Downer in the first 15 seconds of the show.
We are Soccer Town. As you can see right here, it says Soccer Town.
It does.
And we pride ourselves on Soccer Town. And we had some tough L's come out on the boys and girls side. So
yeah, but these things happen. Look, man, you're not born with the right, just because you're not born the right of making it to a state final, a state semifinal. Teams don't show up and then lay down.
You're right. It's just I think we've been spoiled because since 2013 till now, we've had at least a state champion.
Many years.
State champion every year since 2013, with the exception of 2016, and COVID year. But other than that, we've had a state champion or representation in a state championship game. But you know what? We do got some players keep going. Christian Harris already in the second round. We've got multiple teams in the second round.
Northwest boys are moving on. Creek boys are moving on.
It's just two of the top seeds that we expected.
That was it. It was the fact that it was 1-4.
1-4, yeah.
But we talked about it. You can't play them like they're a 4 seed because they're a product of the region they come from. And if you thought, and look, I said, I don't know much about Holy Innocents, but I know two things. They're Catholic and it's a private school. Episcopal, even more dangerous.
But let's look at these scores really quick, and because we got a special announcement after this. So Todd, I'll go with the boys. Cahulla Creek going over Lumpkin 3-0. Southeast losing 2-1 to Holy Innocents. Dalton 1-0 over Kell. Northwest going on the road, beating Clarkson 1-0. Murray County going out to Walker County 3-0. And Dalton Academy losing to a heartbreaker. And not talking about heartbreaker to Whitefield County.
I'm not ready to talk about it yet. On the girls' side, Dalton loses out to Northview. Cahulla Creek losing to Lumpkin 9-0. Northwest 10-0 over Clarkston. Southeast 4-3 over Druid Hills. And Murray County losing out to, that is the Walker School. And with that, we are going to go to a little special announcement, part of Kicking Clips in support of Kenny Rangel.
Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to give a big thanks to Kicking Clips for the jerseys. I really enjoyed them. And I want to give a big thanks to Soccer Town USA for all the support and donations they gave me. It's really going to help me out in the future.
Hey, this is Todd of Monday Night Football. I'm just here with two of the owners of Kicking Clips, Sahil and Munib. Guys, thanks, but real quickly, we're going to be doing a special for Kenny Rangel at Kicking Clips. If you guys could tell us what we're doing.
Yeah, so for the next week, we're going to do 25% off our store-wide, and 25% of the proceedings will go towards Kenny's fundraiser. And on top of that, we're going to do a raffle where everyone will be able to purchase raffle tickets. And we're going to have 3 winners, and we'll post more about that on our Instagram. But for the raffles, all of the proceedings will go to Kenny. And we're trying to do this, get this going for Kenny and help him in the best way we possibly can. So everybody check out our Instagram page for more details, and we'll have it linked below as well.
Watch those socials.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
Who's up for some football?
That's not football. This is football.
And Eddie, there's one thing that we all can agree on.
That's it. North Georgia is the home for new and pre-owned vehicles.
And don't forget accessories, parts, service, and collision needs.
Claro que sí se puede. Come see us.
Hey, that's our part.
Why should you choose OptiLink Internet?
I chose OptiLink because of the great local service.
We know computers, and OptiLink knows internet with high-speed symmetrical uploads and downloads.
My customers depend on me for safety and security, and I need fast and dependable internet. That's why I chose OptiLink.
Some people say you can't have fast internet. I say, oh yes you can with OptiLink.
Experience the difference. Call today, 706-529-1313.
I'm Waylon. I live in Dalton, and I'm the owner of Elite Lineman Training Institute.
And I'm Mitch Sanford with Biltwell Bank.
When I left Georgia Power to start my own business, I met with Mitch and told him what we were doing.
I told Waylon, you're the kind of business we want to work with.
We have a very high standard for how we work as a company and especially how we treat our clients. After a very candid conversation with Mitch, we knew we were on the same page.
Today, we're working on several businesses, training and real estate.
Because they do the heavy lifting, so I can focus on my business. My bank is Biltwell.
Hey, welcome back to Monday Night Football segment 2, and I'm joined by two more partners from Kicking Clips as we're just rolling on here. Hey, so I'm joined by Sahil Chaudhary and Munib Sheikh. Guys, thanks for joining us. Just kind of rolling on into part 2 here. I know you got your own separate soccer stories. Sahil, let's start with you. How did you get involved with soccer?
So me personally,
Munib, I should say. Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, it's okay. Me personally, I moved here in America 2008. I was about 6 years old when I moved here, and one of the biggest things, the challenges, was learning the language. And throughout school, whether it was ESOL or playing soccer, that's how I got to being a part of my community and just playing and getting outreach and connecting with so many different people.
And that is a common theme I hear, like people that come into this community is jumping into the soccer scene because, man, you'll get immersed like in the community and the culture and everything. And it was the same story for me. I mean, I was born and raised here, but had it not been for soccer, there's an entirely different community I never would have been a part of, or even sitting here for that matter. Seal, let's talk about you. Your story's a little bit different. You got here at a younger age.
Yeah, so I was born in India. I got here in 2002. I started playing soccer when I was really young. Played travel soccer in Jersey, and then we transitioned here to the South in Georgia around my middle school years. So I've been just playing a little bit of soccer, not for no clubs or anything, but just for fun. It's been a blessing and a passion.
You know, that's the thing. A lot of people think you got to play soccer to be passionate about it. I mean, we see it all the time. Like, you can be, you know, have never played before, but still be like fully immersed in the fan culture, and the players and the teams and everything. So, and actually, that's like part of your guys' business, right? Is letting people connect with their club. You know, whether, you know, Juan is a huge Real Madrid fan.
Oh, yeah.
And he lives in Dalton, Georgia. So, you know, for him to be able to come over and buy an authentic jersey from you guys, I mean, that's awesome for him. And like, what else do you guys offer there at the store? Like, what do you look to provide?
So we provide a variety of products, from puffer jackets to the winter season, to tracksuits to play whenever you're training kits, even from just different teams throughout the season. We even have retro jerseys as well, vintage jerseys. If you ever have iconic players that you love watching, or players that are legends that don't play no more, we can definitely get jerseys of those. We have a vast variety of products.
What's the hottest seller right now?
Right now, it's all about El Clásico, Barca Madrid. We have those jerseys.
Champions League going on.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you got El Clásico coming up, do you see an increase, like when those big games come up? You see an increase in those jerseys?
Yeah, we offer discounts. If you come into the store and you're wearing the jersey that day, you get a 15% off discount. We offer many different ways to interact with our customers, to want to be a part of that soccer community, to show them that, hey, we're knowing what's going on and we want to let you know.
Now, Kicking Clips, I'll let either one of you answer. Kicking Clips, catchy name, but you guys are maybe looking to do a rebrand?
Yeah, so we actually are working on the rebranding right now. It'll be coming soon to our Instagram. Just stay updated with our Instagram. And we're going to be changing it up a little bit with a new logo, new name. It's still the same guys. There's 6 of us here. It's all of us still.
You got 2 more partners that didn't make it, right?
That's true, yeah. So another partner is actually my older brother. His name is Waqas Sheikh. And another partner that's actually helped us in this project immensely in creating Kicking Clips is John Davis. Okay. He's a big part of downtown, if you guys know of him. But getting established, he definitely helped us in that.
And moving forward, I know you guys are talking about doing a rebrand. Are you looking to bring more services, more products, and what are you looking to bring extra?
So to speak on the vast amount of merchandise or product that we already have, we're wanting to bring NFL jerseys, NBA jerseys, MLB jerseys. Shankly Elite Training is another one of our partners that we work with. We're trying to bring their gear in, and they start getting more cleats and variety of shin guards, soccer balls, goalie gloves, being the provider for all your sportswear and your gear.
Now, I went in there last week because, once again, you guys donated 2 jerseys to Kenny Rangel, and we certainly appreciate that. you guys have a video that's going to roll into this intro. You see he's doing well, and he got those jerseys.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys doing that and supporting the community. But I guess, you also sell like better football supplements as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you guys look to partner with other local businesses as much as possible?
Yeah, so we want to work with a lot of local businesses. For example, with the Dawn High Games, we do giveaways with Warren, their law firm.
Warren and Griffin?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So with them, we work with them, and they do a lot of giveaways for high schools like the Southeast Soccer Games, Dawn High. So we do want to work with a lot more local businesses and just the community in general.
Yeah.
That's something we definitely do strive for.
Local-based
better
businesses
football.
is the best way, to support businesses in town and the community you grow up in. Because alongside of soccer, helping other businesses grow is the best way you bring outlook, in your community.
Yeah, so just basically like each one supporting the other and like boosting an overall message of like buy local, support local.
Exactly.
And creating that Soccer Town USA that Dawn is starting to be known for. We really want to be known for Soccer Town USA, and we are known for that, and the entire North America will, recognize us for that.
So I guess, is there anything else you guys are looking to do or accomplish with the business that you guys can think of? I mean, like big picture plans, where do you see the business? Give me a picture in 2 years where you see this business.
So me personally, and I'll let Sahil speak on this as well. Me personally, the website is a pretty big milestone that we're trying to accomplish. Later on down the road, in that 1 to 2 year gap, is a facility that we're trying to create. We're trying to create an indoor facility. We actually we don't have much soccer history, but we've played in our Sunday league. Now Gallicos is this is actually one of our jerseys that we used to have before we were Kicking Clips. We actually were Jay's jerseys, and before we partnered up, Josh, I approached him and we started the business, and we were actually selling in Hidden Cloud. That's the other business me and Sahil actually own next door to Kicking Clips, and it was just so crazy. We started out and it's gotten to where it is now.
Yeah, because you guys too, I noticed y'all have like pop-up sales. You guys will show up at the Sunday league games and stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah, so if you guys see these guys out, go say hey to them. Get down there, jerseys. I was in there, there's jerseys, there's shoes, there's some women's stuff down there I noticed.
Yeah, we got some active training gear as well.
Awesome.
Whether you're on the field or you're at the gym, we got a vast variety of products.
All right, so thank you, Kicking Clips, for coming down. Go visit them right downtown, support Soccer Town USA, and we'll catch you at the end of the break.
We provide an excellent service for individuals who've had catastrophic injury cases, people who've had injuries that are going to last them, unfortunately, for the rest of their life. Being there for a person, being there to actually see them get better, that is what this field is all about. That's what we're really striving to do, and that's what we think we provide. You still have to have that empathy for the person so you can tell their story to the jury. At the end of the day, that's where your case is heard.
Has a recent storm damaged the roof of your home? Altman Roofing has been restoring homes since 1984. In Dalton alone, over 2,000 roofs have been replaced by Altman. Altman Roofing will also work with your insurance claim. For a free 15-minute estimate for roofing, siding, or gutters, call 706-529-8136 or visit altmanroofing.com. You can also see their professional work on Facebook.
Thank you.
Thank you, North Georgia. Gracias, North Georgia.
We appreciate you, North Georgia.
I'm C-Mark. I'm John Moore. Like the Georgia Bulldogs, we're number one.
Thank you, North Georgia, for voting us number one 6 years in a row.
If you're hurt and want the best,
give us a call. We'll do the rest.
And welcome back to Monday Night Football. And as mentioned before, we went to commercial break. We have a couple of special guests here from Kick and Clips, and we're going to let them explain a little bit more what Kick and Clips is. But to my right here, I have a young man. Well, he's not young anymore. He's an old man by the name of Nestor Mendez, former Dalton High Catamount goalie, former Dalton State College player, former Dalton United player, former Chivas player, I don't know how many former players, but
currently Dalton State. Yeah.
Dalton State. And then we have his good home over here, Josh Burciaga. Y'all known each other for a while, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
So before we get into your business of Kicks and Clips, let's just get a little bit of background of what your soccer background is. And Josh, I'll start with you because I know Nestor will go forever. So let's start out with you. What's your background in the here in the local soccer scene?
So for me, locally, I started out playing at a young age, but I never really got the chance to do club football and stuff as a kid.
Okay.
But pretty much just grew up playing around my block with my buddies and stuff.
And if I recall, didn't you have like a little rec league team back in the day, or?
Yeah,
Sunday league. Back when I used to play
like back in high school.
At the rec department.
Yeah.
When my compadre Mendez used to be the coach. All right. With little Tony and all that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Nestor, you have a little bit more. You actually played some club soccer, high school soccer. So just give us a quick overview. I think you're a state champion as well, or twice state champ.
Twice.
So give us a little bit overview of your little soccer journey.
Well, I started off club like as a kid, and then went into middle school, played there at the middle school at Daunt Middle, and then I went into high school and played high school, started actually being a starter my sophomore year. And yeah, during that time we won one my sophomore year, and then we actually won the second one my senior year. And then now I'm currently playing for Dalton State and with Dalton United.
All right, and so you've had a couple of great keeper coaches in your past?
Oh yeah.
Who would be the best, Beretta or Wicks?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
One's a Chattanooga FC guy that Todd knows very well, and one's my good homie Wicks, or are they just on equal level playing fields?
Well, Coach Wicks, he helped me develop myself into I'd say a man.
Okay.
Like he helped me pretty much since middle school. Since middle school, he's been coaching me since I was 7th, 8th to 8th grade. And then on my way to high school. So, yeah, they're both great coaches, and I admire both of them, so I look up to both of them. Yeah.
So obviously you guys both have a love for the sport. So now that transitions in Chia's new gig. You guys are part owners, and we're going to have a couple of your other part owners on in the next segment. But you guys have an endeavor here in downtown Dalton off of King Street called Kicks and Clips. And if you don't know where King Street is, it's where Dalton Brewing Company, they are directly across the street from Dalton Brewing Company. This is some of their merch, but Josh, give us a little business idea, or give us a little discussion of how this idea came about and what is Kicks and Clips.
So the idea came upon just loving the game. I started out selling jerseys as a hobby at first, and I saw the love of the sport everybody loved, just like me. So eventually I just was able to share it with everybody. But the idea of Kicking Clips, it's we sell soccer jerseys and shoes, Jordans, Forces, all that. The idea was to bring that to Dalton, something that we thought we needed here.
Okay, yeah, because I think there was a market lacking here for jerseys. I mean, there are some places that sell jerseys, but their schedules are not always, you don't know when they're open, when they're closed, things like that. So, Nestor, how did you get involved with Kicks and Clips? Obviously, I know you and Josh go way back.
Yeah, so like he said, he started out as a hobby, and it was my senior year it was just getting out of my senior year, and I needed some source of income. And at that time, Josh it was going pretty well for him. So I told him I need to find a job. I need some source of income. And he actually reached out to me and said, hey, why don't you work with me? Let's try to build something great out of this. And that's when I joined in with him, and it was just me and him for a while until last year, sometime in not October, but sometime in the summertime last year. That's when my two other buddies joined in, and they actually spoke to me and Josh about taking this to the next level. So now we have this store.
Okay, so we've discussed the kicks part. So where does the clips part come from. So what is that all about?
Okay, so the clips, we kind of just wanted the idea of that was for when a guy goes in the store, they come in there looking like a brand new man in a way.
Okay.
You know, you get a fresh kicks, you get a fresh cut, and you get a jersey. Get the whole fit, you know? And yes, right now we have a barber right now, and it's been, well, that was the idea of the barbershop.
So to me, that idea is unique because I don't think I've ever heard of a sports store that does haircuts while you're also searching for, merch. So that's kind of interesting. So Nestor, what is it with you? So what is it that you want to do? How do you think you can get this to the next level in your opinion? Or how do you think you can see this growing?
Well, I see it growing in many ways. At the moment, we're actually working on our website. So right now, it's just here in our hometown, Dalton. People can just come in that's local and actually get themselves a jersey, a tracksuit, shoes, etc. But once the website's open, and it should be done probably by the end of this month or early next month, I think that will take it to the next level to where we're actually shipping globally. We have many other customers from other states, other countries. We originally already do have customers from other countries and states, but that's through eBay. But like I said, we're trying to take this to the next level, and with this website opening soon, it's going to be possible.
And just for y'all to know, obviously, when we first started out the show, Todd was giving an update on Kenny Rangel. Kicks and clips, was able to provide some of that stuff that he has. Big shout out for you guys for helping that. And like I said, if you don't know where they're at, they're located on King Street, which is downtown Dalton. It is the intersection of Hamilton where Jefferson's is at. If you just make a left going across the street from Jefferson's, the brewery will be on your right-hand side. King and Kicks and Clips will be on the left-hand side. But back, we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll have Todd with the two other partners.
My car looks totally ruined. I don't even know what to do.
Locally owned Dalton Collision Center is the only choice when it comes to all of your auto body and refinish needs. Our experienced staff provides quality work from start to finish, will help with your claim, and even assist with getting your rental car. Everything from A to Z.
So you can focus on life, we can focus on getting you there.
We provide an excellent service for individuals who've had catastrophic injury cases. People who've had injuries that are going to last them, unfortunately, for the rest of their life. Being there for a person, being there to actually see them get better, that is what this field is all about. That's what we're really striving to do, and that's what we think we provide. You still have to have that empathy for the person so you can tell their story to the jury. At the end of the day, that's where your case is heard.
This year, Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty is proudly commemorating our 50th anniversary, and what a journey it has been. For 5 decades, Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been the heartbeat of real estate in Northwest Georgia.
We've had the privilege of helping thousands of homeowners with their real estate transactions. Thank you, Dalton and Northwest Georgia.
Whether you're buying, selling, or expanding your business, trust the experience that comes with 50 years of excellence. Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty with offices in Dalton, Calhoun, Cartersville, Ringgold, and Cleveland, Tennessee.
Hey, welcome back to Monday Night Football. I got to just say right off the bat, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you to Kickin' Clips for coming in and doing that, and for their special donation to Kenny Rangel. And you saw our promo up there, so you can just scan that and it'll take you right to Kenny's GoFundMe page. So we thank Clemencia for getting that graphic up. But other than that, I'm kind of exhausted. My back hurts because, as you saw in the first segments, I've been carrying this team for the last 2 segments.
Oh, okay. I was on the first segment, so we'll see. But
you tried to get me in on both.
No, but now let's go right into it, man. We're going in. So
I'm not ready.
In this segment, we're going to talk about.
Clemencia, you got some tissues?
No, we're going to talk about our number 1 seeds that went down to some 4 seeds. The first game I want to talk about, Todd, is the Dalton Academy Pumas versus Whitefield Academy. I was in attendance in that game. I was present the whole game. I was texting you during the game, so Dalton Academy goes down in a heartbreaking, and I'm talking about this is a heartbreaking loss, losing 3-2 to Whitefield Academy. Let's just go. Dalton comes in. They score first half right off the bat. And
this is a 1-4 scenario. Holy Innocents, not holy, not innocent, still coming in as a 4 seed.
But Dalton Academy comes in. They score in the beginning of the first half, go up 1-0. They carry that lead in 1-0. They're attacking. They're pressing. They're pushing everything out wide. Holy Innocents did start out.
So it kind of looked like quintessential TDA soccer.
Yeah, Holy Innocents did the first 5 minutes try to they had their foot on the gas going, attacking, and then Dalton Academy started exerting themselves and said, all right, this is our game, this is our home field. We're coming out. They scored on a head it wasn't a header, but they scored a play, go up 1-0. They carry that lead, continue to carry that lead going into halftime. And then at halftime, boom, within a minute, Reynosa, Andy sends a cross in, and boom, header. They go up 2-0 within a minute of the second half starting.
I'm not bringing up the most dangerous lead in soccer.
They're up 2-0.
I'm not going to say it. And it's the most dangerous lead in soccer.
What I see at around minute 20, 25 left in the game, they brought down number 22, Ronnie. Correct me on the name, but 22, they made an adjustment and brought them down on defense. So now literally they have one up top. And
is that Danny?
Yeah, I think Danny.
Okay.
So they drop Danny down, they have one up top. Pretty much now they're just playing to keep the win, up 2-0 with about 20, 25 minutes left. Holy Innocent gets a PK around minute number 9.
So what was the PK called for? Do you remember?
It was a push in the back in the field. So they get a PK. Reynosa Miggy stops it. Great save.
Yeah.
Right after that, he makes another outstanding save. Within that was around the 9-minute mark, 8-minute mark.
Could you feel the tide turning?
No, the tide was turning right there because he got those. Holy Innocent had been attacking.
Yeah.
Then he flips and gets a PK save and gets that other literally point blank slave.
So now you're starting to think this is.
I was already texting you. Oh, I got my 2 interviews, Andy Reynosa and Miggy Reynosa, and I texted you minute 8. Next thing you know, Holy Innocent they score, and then they get another PK, which they scored on, and then
what was that PK for?
I couldn't recall, man. There was so much going on, and then with about minute 45 seconds left, Holy Innocent scores a third goal to go up 3-2. The ref really didn't call much throughout the game. He let it flow, but I felt like the last 15, 20 minutes, he tightened his buckle down, and he just started calling everything, which was going against Dalton Academy because like I said, Holy Innocent was just pressing. So it was not the best way to go down. As you want to, Holy Innocent scored 3 goals in the last 7 minutes, and it was a heartbreaking loss. And I didn't get no interviews after the game just because I told Todd, I said, I can't. They're too emotional. There's no need to get that.
I agree. Hey, but on that TDA, great season. You guys have been through a lot this year. Appreciate your support for Kenny and. But at the same time, you had some great moments. I know it's not where you wanted to be. I know you had already penciled yourself in for that semi against Atlanta International. Sometimes it doesn't go that way. But seniors, great year. Enjoyed you guys.
Yeah.
We
just got to see what happens at Dalton Academy next year.
I don't think we're breaking news, but at the same time, I know that Coach Griffith has informed his players that he will not be returning next year.
So that's a big.
So yeah, that's a big change for them. So they'll be looking for a new coach next year, and I'm sure they'll get a quality individual in there.
Well, we're hoping, man, because I know with the merger, with the soft zoning, TDA will get bigger. There's athletes that they're going to probably be getting that are zoned that are 7th and 8th grade. So that program is 3 years region champs, undefeated. So hopefully they're able to keep the great coaching going because they're going to need it. But now let's pivot over to this.
By the way, I said that they played Holy Innocents. They played Whitefield Academy. Southeast played Holy Innocents.
Let's pivot over to the Southeast boys.
I'm rolling one trauma into another.
So let's just roll into the Southeast boys. They go down playing at home as a 1 seed versus Holy Innocents, which is coming out of that region with Westminster. They go down 2-1. Southeast was awarded 2 PKs. They converted on the first one. Joseph Pina did. And then Brian Delgado, the ex-Atlanta United Academy player, missed the second one to tie it. I think he flew it over the crossbar. I saw a video that was sent to me.
You know, you get a lot of pressure in those moments. Like, I mean, I don't care where you've played or what you've done. In those moments in state playoff games, and you know, you got the big home crowd like riled up. I mean, all the pressure's right there on you. So, you know.
So I mean,
Delgado misses the PK. I mean, it happens.
It happens, and just it's a microcosm. I mean, let's just look at it. Southeast was built on streaks this year. You know, they went on a 4-game losing streak to start out the season. Then they went on a 12-game unbeaten streak to cap the season. Then they end up losing on a 2-game losing streak. So they took some losses. They took some lumps. The key is they're really young. They got a lot of freshmen and sophomores on that squad. I know Coach Garcia is excited for the future, but this year, take it as a learning. Hopefully the juniors that are going to be seniors and the sophomores that are going to be juniors take this as a learning curve and just say, look, we can't let ourselves down. We need to be ready to play every day. But like that, 2-1 seeds going down.
Yep.
But that, we're going to go to commercial break, and we'll come back and we're going to talk about those Creek boys.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
Who's up for some football?
That's not football. This is football.
And Eddie, there's one thing that we all can agree on.
That's it. North Georgia is the home for new and pre-owned vehicles.
And don't forget accessories, parts, service, and collision needs.
Claro que sí se puede. Come see us.
Hey, that's our part.
Why should you choose OptiLink Internet?
I chose OptiLink because of the great local service.
We know computers, and OptiLink knows internet with high-speed symmetrical uploads and downloads.
My customers depend on me for safety and security, and I need fast and dependable internet. That's why I chose OptiLink.
Some people say you can't have fast internet. I say, oh yes you can with OptiLink.
Experience the difference. Call today, 706-529-1313.
I'm Waylon. I live in Dalton, and I'm the owner of Elite Lineman Training Institute.
And I'm Mitch Sanford with Bitwell Bank.
When I left Georgia Power to start my own business, I met with Mitch and told him what we were doing.
I told Waylon, you're the kind of business we want to work with.
We have a very high standard for how we work as a company and especially how we treat our clients. After a very candid conversation with Mitch, we knew we were on the same page.
Today, we're working on several businesses, training and real estate.
Because they do the heavy lifting, so I can focus on my business. My bank is built well.
Hey, welcome back to Monday Night Football. All right, following that last segment where Juan and I had to openly weep during the commercial break because we're still sad about it. And Southeast boys, guys, thanks for great you seniors that are out there. Who's that? Vic, Jairo, Castillo. Thanks, guys. It's been great covering you guys. Wish you guys the best. Didn't let anybody down, all right? All right, let's talk about them Creek boys.
Them Creek boys.
All right, them Creek boys rolling as a 1 seed, 4 seed. They're taking on Lumpkin County. They end up running out 3-0 winners. Had a couple of goals by Nate Camacho and one to put an exclamation on the win by Miggy Arredondo. Clemencia, we can go to those goals because we have them. All right. Now, we got 2 goals. This is Nate's first goal. They gave him credit for that one. I think he got a little head on that one and tapped it in. Yeah, they were really turning up the pressure on these guys.
Oh, it looks like there's going to be a counter.
Yeah, this is going to be a counter. Watch this right here. Boop, get on your horse. It's time to run.
Oh.
Miggy gonna put that dagger in right here. Do it.
No, that's Nate, right?
No, that's Miggy.
Oh, okay.
Miggy finished it up. Nate had 2 goals. Nate, he had a second goal that they didn't get on here. He was pressuring a defender, ended up forcing a bad back pass to the keeper, and it was a little own goal action, but I think they may have given that to Nate.
So, I mean, I guess, Nate's mama, Vanessa
she's a proud mama. I saw that post.
She's a proud, but, I want to say, like, she went through a high end of emotions. She teaches at Dalton Academy.
Yep.
The school that she teaches at, works for, they lose out, but then her son comes out, scores 2 goals. So I know she was very proud of Nate because he was out earlier in the season through some injury.
And it was senior night.
And it was senior night.
Getting all the emotions for her.
So.
All right, so I caught up with Nate and Miggy after the game, got some interviews. Can we roll it?
For Monday Night Football, I am here at Creek, where Color Creek just went out 3-0 winners. You can see the score still on the scoreboard over Lumpkin County. And I'm joined by seniors Nate Camacho and Miggy Arredondo. Nate, we'll start with you. You guys are a 1 seed coming in to play Lumpkin County, a 4 seed. Psychologically, how do you guys prepare for that? Last year you guys mercy ruled a 4 seed. So does that creep into your brain coming into this?
Well, yeah, even though it's a 4 seed team, it still could be our last game. It could be anyone's game. So we just had to come in prepared at state. We have to play our hardest. We can't underestimate the other team.
And Miggy, you guys being 2-time state champions since you've been here, how do you prepare some of the younger players? What are you telling them going into to make a state playoff run?
I just tell them to go hard and not be afraid of anyone. I just tell them going with everything, and it could be anyone's last game. We never know what could happen. Everything's unexpected, and I just tell them to be mentally prepared, and then everything's going to be mentally tough, but they just got to be ready mentally. I just tell them that everything's going to be mental, and they just got to be mentally ready for every game.
All right, well, guys, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on your win tonight, and enjoy your senior night.
Thank you.
Miggy, Nate, thank you for the interview. So with that win, they'll be moving on. They'll be facing Monroe area later this week.
Monroe area out of the Athens area, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that just our matchup, geographically?
I think so.
They match us up. I'm sure it's for proximity, but yeah, so congrats to them. They're moving on. All right, let's move on a little bit. Number 2 seed Southeast Girls facing Druid Hills. So that was a 2-3 matchup. And Southeast Girls pulling off the victory. That was 4-3. And
which was closer than to be expected because actually the girls were up 3-1 with less than 10 minutes left in the game. Druid Hills scored 2 goals to tie it up, 3-3, and then Maya Camacho scores on a PK to bring them up. So a little bit of a microcosm of the TDA versus Whitefield game, but Southeast girls were able to take those 2 punches, come back, and then score, and then make it out alive. So,
hey, Clemencia, did we get those goals from Brogan?
Number 15, Maya Camacho.
Even though it's
Hey, Brogan Baker, thank you for giving us those. So goals in that game, 2 by Maya Camacho, 1 by Noelle Hurtado, and the free kick, which we just got the dead ball.
I think that was Palestine.
Yeah, Palestine Sarah May doing that one.
And then Maya scored the game winner. That was a PK game winner. Obviously, you can tell the emotion. But this, for Southeast girls, is a big step. They've advanced to the second round. Again, I think they advanced last year. But, after the season that they played where, when they lost to Northwest, we thought they were going to have a little – last year that's when their little slide began going downward, but this year they were able to turn it.
And they were bounced right out last year.
Yeah, they were. Oh yeah, that's right. They were bounced right out. They didn't win. So now they go in, they win, and now they get to play Cherokee Bluff, which Cherokee Bluff played them. I think they played Cherokee Bluff last year, if I'm not mistaken. Now they get to go on the road to play a tough Cherokee Bluff out, I think, Sewanee. So hopefully it's not the same game, but I will give
That's a number 1 seed out of
number
Region
1
8.
seed. But I'll give Coach the coaches credit. You know, they stacked their schedule to play these tough Atlanta teams. Yes, they took a nail versus Stars Mill. They played Cherokee, but they played that competition. So hopefully they'll be able to look at those games and they'll be able to check some things.
This isn't playing against teams of that level isn't going to be a completely foreign thing. So, you know, you go in there, you put your best foot forward, you know, all the cliches, and you never know what happens at this point. I always say, once you get to the state playoffs, it's about being hot, catching a hot streak, getting a hot goals, you know, a goal scorer that's on a hot streak. Maya Camacho already with a couple of goals. You ride that goal scorer, and, you know, as far as they'll take you in the playoffs. So.
For that, we're going to go to commercial break, and we'll come back. We'll have more highlights.
We provide an excellent service for individuals who've had catastrophic injury cases, people who've had injuries that are going to last them, unfortunately, for the rest of their life. Being there for a person, being there to actually see them get better, that is what this field is all about. That's what we're really striving to do, and that's what we think we provide. You still have to have that empathy for the person so you can tell their story to the jury. At the end of the day, that's where your case is heard.
Has a recent storm damaged the roof of your home? Altman Roofing has been restoring homes since 1984. In Dalton alone, over 2,000 roofs have been replaced by Altman. Altman Roofing will also work with your insurance claim. For a free 15-minute estimate for roofing, siding, or gutters, call 706-529-8136 or visit altmanroofing.com. You can also see their professional work on Facebook.
Thank you.
Thank you, North Georgia. Gracias, North Georgia.
We appreciate you, North Georgia.
I'm C-Mark. I'm John Moore. Like the Georgia Bulldogs, we're number 1.
Thank you, North Georgia, for voting us number 1 6 years in a row.
If you're hurt and want the best,
give us a call. We'll do the rest.
And welcome back to Monday Night Football, and our late co-host, or our special co-host that we had earlier this season, Roy Alvaron. We're just going to be talking about a little Dalton Power Hour, but we're going to give it like...
It'll be brief because we're not allowed to see behind the Iron Curtain.
Yes. No, but let's just really go talk about the Dalton girls really quick. They played Northview, who they played Northview last year. Northview, they lost Northview in overtime, 2-1 in the first round. Once again, they were pitted against Northview. They go down again to Northview 1-0. From my understanding, the goal that was scored was a laser. And quote from some credible sources, they said that thing was just, I don't care who you put back there, that it was going in.
Nobody's saving that.
It was going in. But, you know, Almodovar, win-loss record, Coach Almodovar, like, he had a great overall season, or they had a great season. The games that they lost were against top Atlanta area teams, so nothing, keep your head down. They won the games that they were expected to win. They even tied some games that maybe they thought they should have won. And they kept some games close where maybe they shouldn't even have been that close. So,
but once again, I think if you talk to him, I think it's about making that next step. And we talk about that. Eventually, you got to beat that team that you're not supposed to. And they're, you know, there they were in that situation with the opportunity and not being able to get it done in such a close match, you know, and maybe send it to PKs. You never know what happens. I think that's going to be his only disappointment there.
But then
a great season for
a great season. They're out of 5A now, moving on next year. They will be in 4A.
Guys, this is a whole new ball game next year.
They'll be in 4A, which their big rival will be Southeast because Northwest will be going down to 3A.
So wild.
So we will discuss that on another episode.
Yeah, no private schools in state playoffs next year.
Yeah, well, in the single A to 3A.
Single A to 3A,
4A, and all those still private schools. But with that, let's go Dalton boys. They played Kell.
Closer game than you thought?
I don't know. I think it's right on par with the season the Daltons had this year.
Yeah.
I think with the way they've been playing this year, the boys, and like they really haven't blown anyone out. Like they're
when you don't have a 35-goal scorer, Ortiz or somebody like that, you're always going to be like, this is going to be the game, 2-1. When you're relying on scoring out of the midfield and you don't just have an absolute go-to like you have in previous
So, I mean,
years.
1-0, I think it's just on par with what they've had this year. I mean, all it is.
Was it 1-0?
1-0, yeah.
I don't think it was 2-1.
1-0, and it's like I said, but it's on par. They got their win. They advance. You know, right now it's really survive and advance.
Yeah.
I was looking now.
The result doesn't matter.
I'm already looking. They're going to play. They're playing.
I did not.
Clark Central. So they got to go down to Athens and play Clark Central.
It's the number 1 seed, Region 8.
But looming there, if they beat Clark Central, winner of McIntosh Cross Keys, possibly a rematch of earlier, which would be played at McIntosh. But let's go. I'm already looking forward ahead of time. But
you can't, and that's what I would caution Dalton about, right? Regardless of who lies down the road, if you don't take care of Clark Central, which is the number 1 seed out of Region 8, which is a stout region, then who's beyond that doesn't matter. So
but Chiefs has got them. He's not going to let them look past who they're going to play. They know they got to go down. They know it's going to be a 3.5 hour bus drive just because.
You know what you got to do? And here's the touchstone mentally that if you're Dalton, you got to go back to. You go back to Johnson earlier in the year. You got to remember taking that bus ride over to Gainesville.
No, Johnson came.
That was away.
It was away.
So you get in that bus. You're in the bus for 2.5 hours getting over there. It's a hostile environment, and you go and you lost to them last year, and you go out and you handle business, and that's exactly what you got. That's the mental point.
And I think they'll be ready. So like I said, Dalton boys come out. They had a great season. So let's just give it up to, and the girls, had a great season as well. But now let's pivot over to your alma mater, and you had 2 double wins right there versus Clarkston.
I ain't saying nothing, but we be taking care of business up in the northwest end of town.
So who do you want to go with? Girls?
The whole north be taking care of it.
The girls took care of business easily.
They did.
They ran out with a 10-0 win over Clarkston. The boys kept it a little bit closer, but they had to travel down to Clarkston.
Yeah, and there was some shenanigans with that one. Girls 10-0. Clemency, can we roll those 3 goals? So there were 10 goals to choose from. I just popped out the first 3 because this turned into a track meet all on Northwest girls' end of it here. This goal right here was it in a nutshell.
Wow.
They were just too much to handle for this Clarkston team. And this is what you do when you get a mismatch on a 4 seed. You just handle your business. You put them to the sword early. They were mercy ruled, I think, with about 10, maybe like 15 minutes to go in the game. So that was nice. Got Clarkston girls back on a bus early, probably in time for the 11 o'clock news if that was still a thing.
And then the field looks good, man. I have to say, your alma mater, that turf field's looking good out there.
That turf field's it's wearing well for season number 1.
Let's give it up to Whitfield County for all the turf fields that they put in for the high schools.
I know. No love for Heritage High School because you didn't do that and your field does not look good. And I bring it up all the time. Sorry.
But, they advanced, and so they're there. And then Clark and then Northwest boys advancing.
Yes, and that was a 2-3 matchup. Northwest being the number 3 seed, headed south to Clarkston. They get out of there with a goal from Connor Stiles. 1-0 was the final score of that game. Now, with about just a couple of seconds to go in the game, Clarkston starts in on some stuff, tries to start some fights. Northwest wisely gets themselves out of the situation. Wasn't good enough, I'm hearing from the Clarkston players, so they started going at each other. Northwest team fans had to be escorted out. And then they met up with their parents at a different location because they were getting out of that area.
Wow.
So,
Clarkston is really good at football. They're really, really good at football. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
So
they took the L all over the field for them boys. So if you can't control yourself on the field, then that's an L.
So now, really quick, Northwest goes on to play. They will be playing Cedar Shoals.
It's a tough one.
If they win that game, then they will be playing the winner of LaGrange, Southeast Bullock.
Yep. And Northwest girls, North Oconee.
A great matchup.
Heard of them. Oh, stay with us.
My car looks totally ruined. I don't even know what to do.
Locally owned Dalton Collision Center is the only choice when it comes to all of your auto body and refinish needs. Our experienced staff provides quality work from start to finish, will help with your claim, and even assist with getting your rental car. Everything from A to Z.
So you can focus on life, we can focus on getting you there.
We provide an excellent service for individuals who've had catastrophic injury cases, people who've had injuries that are going to last them, unfortunately, for the rest of their life. Being there for a person, being there to actually see them get better, that is what this field is all about. That's what we're really striving to do, and that's what we think we provide. You still have to have that empathy for the person so you can tell their story to the jury. At the end of the day, that's where your case is heard.
This year, Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty is proudly commemorating our 50th anniversary, and what a journey it has been. For 5 decades, Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been the heartbeat of real estate in Northwest Georgia.
We've had the privilege of helping thousands of homeowners with their real estate transactions. Thank you, Dalton and Northwest Georgia.
Whether you're buying, selling, or expanding your business, trust the experience that comes with 50 years of excellence. Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty with offices in Dalton, Calhoun, Cartersville, Ringgold, and Cleveland, Tennessee.
Hey, welcome back to Monday Night Football. Last segment, thank you to Kicking Clips for coming in tonight. Enjoyed having them. And what we want to do is go right to the playoff brackets. We're going to start with 5A boys. So that's going to be Dalton. Looking at you.
Yep, right there. Dalton Clark, bottom left-hand corner. Yep. They're playing Clark Central at home. If they win,
you see who's waiting.
It most likely is going to be McIntosh. It would be another road game. So hopefully we'll see what happens.
Cross Keys is a number 2 seed,
yeah.
So we could have gotten a surprise. McIntosh didn't make it to the final. We thought it'd be a rematch last year.
So didn't if they both end up tied, then it's a coin flip. So we'll go there. Now let's go to the 4A boys because really quick, we got Johnson. They're down there handling their business. Northwest on the upper left. Beaten, they got to go against Cedar Shoals. So potentially, if they run the table, they'll be playing Johnson in the semifinals. If they run the table, and that game is scheduled for August.
That one is a long way off. So
but I'm just saying But let's look at the 4A girls. 4A girls are a little different. We've got Northwest girls playing
North Oconee.
North Oconee up there on the top right-hand side. That's going to be a tough matchup. And then you have Southeast on the lower left-hand side playing Cherokee Bluff at Cherokee Bluff. So 2 tough games for our local area teams versus 2 perennial powers.
And look who's waiting also in Southeast bracket just north of there. You got the winner of Islands, and is that Westminster?
No, that's Westminster's Whitewater.
Oh, it's Whitewater.
Westminster's on the other side.
It's a little far away from us.
Westminster would be playing on this side. But now let's go to 3A.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at the 3A boys. Let's see here. We're
talking about them Creek boys.
Them Creek boys. They're going to play Monroe area at home. If they win, they either got the winner of Columbus or Mary Pearson's, and I would take Columbus because they're usually the power team that comes out of that lower area. And then let's flip it to the girls really quick.
I'm sorry. This would not be girls 3A. This would be.
Oh, yes, Christian Heritage, right?
Christian Heritage.
Let's just bring out the Christian Heritage bracket. We forget they were
2.
Yeah,
right?
Division 1-2. They were off till this week, but they will be playing Towns County, and if we don't get it up, that's fine. Chris Harris playing Towns County at home.
There we are.
There we go. And they are located.
I don't know where they're in the bottom left.
Bottom left. There you go. Christian Heritage at home versus Towns County. And then really quick, the boys will be playing at home against Chattahoochee County. So they are in the bottom right hand. So there's 2 home games. They made it all the way through, so hopefully they come through. Right now, we started out with 13 teams. We have, 7 left in the pot, so a little over half. But if you haven't had a chance to go out, watch whoever's playing locally, which would be Creek. Everybody else is on the road. But with that, we say thank you. Thank you to Kicking Flips, and we'll see you on the next show.
Kicking Clips.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
Who's up for some football?
That's not football. This is football.
And Eddie, there's one thing that we all can agree on. That's it. North Georgia is the home for new and pre-owned vehicles. And don't forget accessories, parts, service, and collision needs.
Claro que sí se puede. Come see us.
Hey, that's our part.
Why should you choose OptiLink Internet?
I chose OptiLink because of the great local service.
We know computers, and OptiLink knows internet with high-speed symmetrical uploads and downloads.
My customers depend on me for safety and security, and I need fast and dependable internet. That's why I chose OptiLink.
Some people say you can't have fast internet. I say, oh yes you can with OptiLink.
Experience the difference. Call today, 706-529-1313.
I'm Waylon. I live in Dalton, and I'm the owner of Elite Lineman Training Institute.
And I'm Mitch Sanford with Futbol Bank.
When I left Georgia Power to start my own business, I met with Mitch and told him what we were doing.
I told Waylon, you're the kind of business we want to work with.
We have a very high standard for how we work as a company and especially how we treat our clients. After a very candid conversation with Mitch, we knew we were on the same page.
Today, we're working on several businesses, training and real estate.
Because they do the heavy lifting, so I can focus on my business. My bank is built well.
But yeah, I started playing soccer when I was younger. My feet, I was born with some. Damn, can we redo this?
No, man, we just keep going. You're good.
Oh, okay, all right. Damn.
Now you keep going. Can we? Hey.
I think we did. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta.